Anxiety Hacks Part 4, Electrolytes with Dr. Scott Monk. We've been discussing the 8 R's of anxiety and adrenaline dominance. We're on number 2, rehydrate, drink water, and use electrolytes. Anxiety and adrenaline dominance all greatly contribute to blood sugar instability. Maybe you get hypoglycemia, where you get shaky, lightheaded, moody if you miss a meal, or maybe after you eat a meal, you get sleepy or lightheaded, want to take a nap. Those are blood sugar instability problems. It also leads to whole body inflammation, sore joints, pain in various places, muscle stiffness, body aches. So what are electrolytes? Electrolytes help to maintain proper electrical balance within the cells, nerves, and muscles. They include essential minerals like potassium, sodium, and chloride. Electrolyte imbalances lead to all sorts of symptoms. You've probably experienced some of them, things like muscle cramps, muscle weakness, heart palpitations, where you can feel your heart skip a beat or race uncontrollably for a moment or two, chest tightness, sleeping difficulty, maybe trouble falling asleep, trouble staying asleep, feeling restless or irritable. Another common one is sweaty, cold hands or feet, headaches, confusion, nausea, because anxiety and adrenaline dominance always affects the stomach and tinkers with hydrochloric acid levels, causing them to drop. That causes disruptions in digestion of food and or nausea, loss of appetite, and shortness of breath. So why are my electrolytes out of balance? There are 3 main reasons. Number 1, poor diet can do it if you're just simply not getting proper nutrition. Number 2, overtraining can do it. Lots of people are weekend warriors, or they think the more they do, the better off they are. And often they put themselves in a fight or flight situation, and they end up burning up a lot of their electrolytes. And number 3, of course, is fight or flight in general, emotional stress or anxiety, and the various reasons that cause fight or flight. Adrenaline dominance or chronic anxiety can be greatly calmed by using electrolyte drinks throughout the day and, if needed, as a rescue. It's one of the most common things I do with my patients. I make them have an electrolyte drink every single day, even if they don't feel stressed, and even once their symptoms have improved greatly. So here's a homemade electrolyte drink. You can take 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of potassium citrate, a teaspoon of honey, and then you can combine something. You can add some lime, ginger, herbal tea, one of your other favorite ingredients for flavor. You can mix that up in 24 ounces of water and sip it and drink it throughout the day. If you're under a lot of stress, if you're feeling anxious, you can have a second one of those drinks and take it during those times of stress. But don't forget, you still need to hydrate yourself with pure water. So drink at least 1/2 of your body weight in ounces of water per day. There's plenty of electrolyte powders on the market. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. The general rules are 300 to 600 milligrams of potassium. Citrate versions are best. 300 to 600 milligrams of sodium, and minimal B vitamins. B vitamins are very stimulating. They can be very helpful for a lot of people, but they can also push the adrenal glands. So when I'm repairing adrenal glands, when I'm trying to calm down fight or flight and anxiety, I minimize the number of concentrated B vitamins. There are a few specific ones that are important to use that we'll talk about in a future video, but the general B complex kind of vitamins I tell patients to stay away from. No carbonate or bicarbonate ingredients. That's why I mentioned potassium citrate earlier. It's acidifying. Carbonate or bicarbonate ingredients are alkalizing. Remember, the stomach is under stress when we're in a state of anxiety or adrenaline dominance. It generally is under-functioning. Hydrochloric acid is generally low. So anything that alkalizes the stomach makes this situation worse. So we don't want to promote that at all. We want to avoid that. Now, as far as the sweetener within your electrolytes, dextrose is pure glucose made from corn. It also can be made from tapioca. I've seen it there too. Dextrose is the quickest way to get glucose into the body. Cane sugar, on the other hand, is 50% glucose and 50% fructose. But it also works better than some other sweeteners. It can actually work better than a honey or a pure fructose sweetener. Like corn syrup, for instance, is 100% fructose. So cane sugar and or dextrose are the better ingredients when you're looking for an electrolyte powder. Sugar-free options like stevia or monk fruit can be used, but I would use them intermittently. I would use them in between times of using regular cane sugar or dextrose, unless you have a diabetes consideration or something like that and you need to avoid sugar altogether. Here are a few examples of electrolyte powders that you can purchase online or pick up at the grocery store. The first one's called Liquid IV. I've seen this at Costco and online. It's got about 10 grams of sugar, but it does include dextrose, which makes it easily absorbable, and patients have stated that they enjoy this product and do well with it. Another one I found online is called Hydrant. It only has about 3 grams of sugar, but still gives us the 300 milligrams of sodium and 300 milligrams of potassium that we like per serving. A final one you can get in the grocery store is called Body Armor. It's in the Gatorade aisle. Don't use Gatorade. Too few and good ingredients and too much sugar. So Body Armor, you get about 700 milligrams of potassium with Body Armor, but you'll need to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to a 16-ounce bottle because there's no sodium in there. So adding the salt balances out the ratios and makes it a good product for people. It is the one with the most sugar, so save Body Armor for times of post-exercise, or maybe you need to dilute it 50% with water. So in conclusion, make sure you add electrolyte drinks to your daily routine if you experience any kind of anxiety, fight or flight, or have any chronic adrenaline dominance. That's it for this video. Be sure to go to Health Makes Sense and subscribe on YouTube, or visit drscottmonk.com for more information. We'll see you at the next video.